What does that sound, you ask?
From the number one station, you come.
Welcome to the Rec Show podcast, a show dedicated to beatmakers around the world. Sit back, relax with the host Gold in Mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the
FlipABeatClub.
Switch. Woo! Yo, this is how we coming into the episode, man. We coming in raw, rough, and rugged, you know what I mean? Yo, right now you're listening to Teve Key, Bamboo Bap, off that FABC Volume 5. Yo, shout out to Teve Key, man. Shout out to Mons Rock. Yo, so what is up? What's up, everybody? I hope everybody's counting their blessings and not their problems. I go by the name of Golden Mind. This is episode number 55 of the Rec Show podcast. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. It's sunny. People getting some much needed rain. You know what I mean? There's some other craziness going on right now, but we ain't gonna talk about that right now, man. We about these beasts right now. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, let me stop, man. I told y'all a couple episodes ago I had an idea. So, you know what I mean? I just acted on it. I asked, the homies over in California. So, that host, FlipABeatClub, Mons Rock, Dibia, shout out to Code 12ers, shout out to 12's Wax. And, yeah, man, we made it come true. So, this episode is dedicated strictly to FlipABeatClub, all one word on IG, all one word on Twitter as well. Alright, they doing some amazing things. You know what I mean? They basically created this open beat making session where beat makers get together inside of 12's Wax, bring their own machine, buy a record, flip a record, and then play it, you know what I mean? And then they put it together for a beat tape. You know what I mean? Yo, this is dope. So right now they was in California. Last week they went to virtually. They went to Toronto, where Raz Fresco hosted one in Toronto. Yeah, man. Yo, dope. So I know they got some other things playing too. I'll let DiBiase, I'll let Mons Rock talk about that. But yo, we got a few of the crew together to talk about what FlipABeatClub is. Here's some of these beats that they created for FlipABeatClub. And yeah, we're gonna do it like that, man. So, yo, shout out to Bap Notes, man. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, y'all already know, man. This joint is B is for Bap, alright? By the homie Mons Rock, man. So, yo, I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, man. We gonna keep it going. We gonna go right into it, man. I'm gonna start it off with the homie. And I mean, the OG, you know what I mean? Much respect to the one and only DiBiase after this joint, alright? So stay tuned. Share this with your people. Shout out to everybody, man. We'll be back. Sacramento, stand up, yo. Sacramento, stand up. Sacktown, stand up. Sacramento, stand up. Ooh, let me stop. Alright. We'll be back. Peace and love, yo.
And now plugged into the Rec Show podcast with the bro Golden Mind. Let's get into it.
Peace, 1212. It's DiBiase, Slapmaster General. And yeah, I just wanted to speak on an importance of FlipABeatClub. It's like I remember when Mons Rock was bringing it up, like he had an idea linking up at 12's Wax near the time I was doing the flip sessions at World of Stereo, and yeah, it's like you put the idea together. He had the idea, and then you put action to it, and then I was like, man, any way I could help out, I'm down, man. Cause he was helping me out with flip sessions before that was jumping off, and it's like any way I could help. Once the COVID started spiking again, we had to go to Zoom, and I like canceled the flip sessions, and they had canceled the FlipABeatClub, but they continued to do it on Zoom for like maybe 2 or 3 months. And like during that time, it was still cool and all that. And once things started opening up again, it's like we had decided to keep the Zoom going as well as being in the record store. And yeah, it's pretty vital, man, because I've been living in Sacramento since 2010, and there wasn't nothing too much that was consistent for the producer community. Like they had stuff at for rappers and DJs and even breakers. Occasionally, Soul Collective would have producer showcases, but that was like every 4 months. And a few other venues, they would do like some beat shows, but it was like real spread out. I either had to go to Oakland or LA or wherever I would go out of town to, to get the vibes in it. Once Mons Rock, once we started doing that together, it was like, man, just like the first time it's been something consistent for producers, man. Like, I feel like every week there's something. And it's like an outlet for producers and all that. And it's like a cool community. It's like, it's growing. So, yeah, it's like, it's a lot of talent out here in Sac. So, but a lot of times, a lot of people just, they be in the cut chilling, and, they don't know where they can go to showcase what they have. So now it's like, it's platforms. So if somebody's out of town, we'll plug in people for like some beat sets, and it's cool, man. It's like a lot of activity now. So yeah, I was only gonna say a few words, but shit. But yeah, yeah, that's the importance of FlipABeatClub, man. Alright, peace.
Peace. Yo, this is Mons Rock coming to you from Woodland, Sacramento, California. Man, first, shout out to Golden Mind, Rec Show Podcast. Really appreciate you giving us a space to talk about FlipABeatClub, FABC. FlipABeatClub was a concept that I pitched to the homies over at 12's Wax. It's a record store on Broadway in Sacramento. And also to Dibia, a beat-making legend, no question about that. They were quick to see the vision and willing to put some work in and help build this community together. the name FlipABeatClub actually kind of evolved from a concept the homie Dr. Freeze had. Him and his low end 30 fam, they used to have this thing called Fuck a Book Club, where they would essentially get together and just talk about music. They would maybe talk about the latest albums or whatever that they're listening to. Kind of like a social club. But I thought, how could we apply that to the beat making community? I know as a producer for over 20 years, there's a lot of beat makers in Sacramento, but everything has just been kind of scattered. So, I wanted to apply FlipABeatClub as a way to organize the effort and kind of just find ways to make it easier for producers to get a little shine. Especially, during a pandemic, people have been isolated, and producers even more so, always in the background and sometimes even lucky to be found on the credits. So, Sacramento just really has an abundance of raw talent, and we needed to really find a way for us to look over the fence and see what's out there, but also, create a space where cats could see us as well. After 20 years making beats, I'm still a student. I'm never going to stop learning and finding new ways of working and thinking, and that's one of the biggest values I find out of FlipABeatClub. I'm able to sit next to somebody and learn about MIDI, new ways of compression, their techniques on how to chop samples, and really just talk about music and, get to know people, which is just, it's just amazing experience. And I think it's needed because the face of hip hop music in general has just changed. And we need to really rethink and reshape what we know about music and community in general. The past few years have been hectic, to say the least, but finding ways to spread love and also flip beats together, that's kind of my mantra. Like it's so crucial to me, and I try to find ways to apply that any way I can, just spread love. But people are just ready for some positive human interaction. And as artists and as content creators, I think we could easily get caught up in scrambling for crumbs of social media attention and reading deep into our insights. And essentially, we're just fighting an algorithm every single day that we're not going to win. And really, the only way to take that control back is to take things back to a grassroots effort and organic hip hop and building and networking in person. And coincidentally, what's resulted in that is us building some really positive social media connections through the work that we're doing locally. Out of FlipABeatClub, we made we built some bridges with some cats out in Philly and Chile and Sweden, Canada. We even recently just opened FlipABeatClub Toronto. Shout out to Roz Fresco and Baker's Club. We just got that kicked off in June with some plans to open a couple other little affiliates. We ain't gonna say where yet, but we're pretty excited to share that as soon as it's ready. But it's just been love. Wherever the cats pull up around town, maybe it's at the park, maybe it's at the local retro clothing store on Broadway. The community's just embracing us with open arms, and really we're just trying to reciprocate that love. So, I'll take this opportunity easily to say thank you to 12's Wax, to Dr. Freeze, to the Low End Theory Collaborative, Slim and Huskies. Shout out to the homie Mendez, Philip Drummond, and Today's Future Sound, my Cold 12ers family, man, One Up Retro Clothing, the Loop Sessions Squad, all the homies out in LA, all the Sacramento family, FlipABeatClub that we've been building with day to day. I love every one of y'all. I'm really proud to work alongside everybody and just learn and spread love. Shout out FlipABeatClub fam.
Yeah, yo. So I told Monzrak, man, I'm gonna keep my voice to a minimum, man. I just want to hear the incredible stories about FABC and what goes on. And you see it on YouTube, you get that it's dope, you know what I mean? But to hear it from people, firsthand accounts, man, it's It's just dope, man. So, yeah, shout out to Dibia, shout out to Monzrock. I got him on the podcast, yo. Hey! Yo, we gonna do a one-on-one soon, though, you know what I mean? But, all right, let me get back into the beats, yo.
Ever since I killed my baby, Sister Jane, I've been in a mental hospital.
Peace Kings, VatoTrampa here. And I want to give a big shout out to FABC, Monzrock, Dibia, and 12's Wax for keeping the culture lit in Sacramento. I've been producing since the 90s and I've had my ups and downs with creativity, as every artist probably has. I produced, wrote, MC'd, engineered, ran live sound. You name it, I've touched it as far as audio goes. Through COVID, I really started getting back into the grind as far as just making beats for me, doing things that kept me connected to my original true passion for the art of making beats, which was sampling and flipping samples and using chunky drums and trying to keep it basically simple. FlipABeatClub came around at the end of 2021, and man, I've been able to connect with a lot of different heads with a lot of different styles and who use a lot of different equipment. It's been super inspirational. I'm probably one of the older cats in the group, so I'm learning a lot of tricks from these youngsters. I think I've gave up a little bit of game here and there as well. And some of the OGs lacing me with some game too. So I know some forms of hip hop or some purists in hip hop probably think that that's not cool, but man, cats got to get out of that headspace and just learn to collaborate and make the entire community better. It's for the culture, man. We got to make sure that the pure art forms that exist in hip hop still remain pure and don't get watered down by media and what mainstream is telling us we need to put out. So, yeah, man, FABC. We here to stay, baby.
Set your soul on fire, oh my baby. Set your soul on fire, oh my baby.
Trampa.
let's talk about FlipABeatClub. It's really a great platform for sharing and experiencing music with other like-minded people. Really turning it into something I never thought I'd see in Sacramento. Thanks to Mons Rock, Dibia, 12's Wax, and all the members of FlipABeatClub all over the world. It's really been a great way to share and experience new music, new vibration, and community. That's the main thing. Peace.
Since childhood, I have been fascinated with the invisible, visible world.
Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey, what's up? This is Ultraboy. I have been making music since I was like 14 years old. I really wanted to start a band with my friends. So the next day after we decided that, I bought a bass online. I taught myself how to play. And then I learned how to play the guitar. I learned how to play the drums. I learned how to play a few other instruments. And I played in a few like rock bands, pop punk bands, kind of post-punk bands as a teenager. And then when I got a little older, I discovered a few artists that I really liked, like, you know, Dilla and Dibia and Knowledge and a ton of other, you know, prolific beat makers. And I bought a 404 with like what little money I had. And I just started making beats. I started under the name VV005, which, you know, no one could ever search. So I changed it to Ultraboy after like 6 months. And where I grew up, you know, nobody really cared unless you were making like folk music. You know, nobody wanted to listen to hip hop. But I was still doing shows. I was still fighting to get, you know, the tiniest opening gig anywhere at the worst bars in town, and nobody cared and nobody came. But when I started to come to the FlipABeatClub events, when those were first starting, it was like, you know, unreal. Like I'd never been in a space where so many people were creating similar music and had such a passion and were willing to like share, you know, knowledge and techniques and stuff. You know, I come from a musical community where people are really guarded about their like secrets or their sauce, you know, and everybody at FlipABeatClub is so open, and I've learned so much since I've started coming to these events, and I've seen so many new people play that I've come to, you know, really care about and really enjoy their music, and I've gotten some opportunities myself, and I just feel like, you know, for me, FlipABeatClub is the most welcome I've ever felt in any musical space, and that's, I mean, that means the world to me. And so I'm really grateful to be here. I'm really grateful to be making beats in a community of people that really cares about it, and I just I can't wait to keep doing it every weekend or every week or every day. It doesn't matter. Boy.
Peace, y'all. My name is bwhit. I've been rocking with the FlipABeatClub since the first meetup back in November 2021. The impact of FlipABeatClub on myself has been immense. It's been second to none, really, to anything really in my life. For the first time, I feel like I belong somewhere. It's given me a sense of community, and it's also just giving me a place to sharpen my knives and sharpen my skills and just get better. Every single time I leave from a FlipABeat event, I just feel inspired to make more beats and just try new things and learn new techniques and just be more creative and experimental. And it's also just given me an outlet in order to play my beats. A lot of the times beforehand, you know, you post beats on the internet, but nobody's really paying attention unless you're really putting in work in terms of social media tactics. But with FlipABeatClub, I'm meeting people in person, shaking hands, exchanging phone numbers, and having, quality conversations and making quality relationships. And it's just given me everything I could have asked for, in all honesty. And I really do see the FlipABeatClub going very far. And I'm really making an effort to be at every single thing that I can, and to be there when I can be, and to help push this thing to the limit that it could, the limit it could be at, which who knows if there really is a limit. But yeah, that's how FlipABeat has impacted me. Thanks.
Yo, what's up, guys? This is Roboplex. Initially, I met these guys through the DB Flip sessions through Tully McLean since moving over to Sacramento around October 2021. And, middle of the pandemic, moved over here because, I had family stuff that I had to, take care of. And I didn't really know much of the folks here, but I actually met Mons Rock through the DB Flip sessions. Thought he was some young dude, crap, man. Back in 2014 when I started making beats, I heard stuff from Selection and Boiler Room. Stuff like that really inspired me to make music, I was hearing a lot of technical stuff with what they do sonically, like how people use delays and one-shots and stuff like that. And I was hearing it all from this guy. And I was like, man, what are you, 27 or something? And then he took off his mask, being COVID and all, and he was like, nah, bro, and showed me all the gray hairs in his beard, and I was like, damn, dude. It was a moment for me, because, I guess I'm going through a weird quarter-life crisis, being 31 and everything, so I was like, man, it was inspiring to see somebody his age still rock with music and be as fly as ever, bro. He even had the clear frames on and shit, you know? But then he told me about the Flip a Beat sessions coming up in November, and I was like, say less. And the rest was history. I met all these creative cats and becoming a regular thing, you know? Can't say it enough, but thank you, FlipABeatClub, and seriously, thank you, Mons and Dibia. You both have changed my life here, and I can't say it enough. So, appreciate you guys.
For my part, I shall be delighted to teach you how to use a jemmy and a glass cutter and this set of adaptable keys.
I don't understand.
Now, don't ever do that again.
My name is Stephen Clark, and I go by Inkwellblack.
Inkwellblack!
In the FlipABeatClub community. And Inkwellblack is an Instagram handle that I chose in 2013. And I don't know if that will be my artist name forever, but it's something that I had at the time. I was always a guitar player and a keyboard player for my whole life, and I used to play in garage bands and punk bands, and then I got out of that because it started to get very old and boring, but I always listened to electronic music and hip-hop producers and drum and bass music, and I was always trying to figure out how to make that kind of music, and in the 2010s, figured out how to use Ableton Live to make beats, but I was never really satisfied with the way that the beats sounded when I made them. And I kept collecting samples. I kept sampling records and TV shows and audio files that I could find, and I eventually got my first real MPC, the MPCX, in 2017 when it first came out, and just started teaching myself how to make beats on hardware, and now I started collecting a whole bunch of different hardware samplers. I live down the street from a record store called 12's Wax that just opened up about a year and a half ago, and I was in there buying records, probably spent $400 at the record store one day, and they said, hey, they're going to start up a beat club here. If you're producing beats, you should show up to this beat club. And I was like, that sounds great. And of course, I missed the first meeting, and I was driving by the record store, and I looked in the window and I saw like 5 people sitting at a table with samplers making beats, and I was like, man, I'm never going to miss another meeting like that. And so I've showed up to every single meeting since then. And the really interesting thing about clubs is that they don't work unless you show up. And one of the requirements of this club is to submit the music that you make at the club meeting. So what it does for me is that it's a once a month deadline where not only do you show up to the club, which is part of making the club happen, but you also have to finish the track that you started. And that's something that I think many artists and many people that I know that are creative people, they lack deadlines and they don't hold themselves accountable to deadline production. And so this club has actually made me produce one showable beat every month that I can actually send to people and say, this is something I finished. And then it's got me started now where I'm making one a week, sometimes one a day. Sometimes if I have time, I'm doing a beat a day for a week. And that has been super helpful for me in my creativity and honing my chops, making sure that I'm doing everything that I know how to do perfectly, and also expanding my knowledge, trying to figure out constantly new techniques and new ways of manipulating sound. This club has been amazing for me, and it hasn't even been a year yet, and I can't wait to see where we're going to go with this.
It's your boy Delaolla. Sounds like the boxer, but we over here cooking up out the pot. I just want to first and foremost give a big shout out to Mons Rock, Dibia, and then the whole FlipABeat gang, everybody that I've been able to get the opportunity to know and meet and learn from. But yeah, I've been doing this music thing for a minute, but ever since I joined FlipABeatClub, it's been to the roof, you know. Every session is a chance to grow, and we learn a lot from each other. We all got our own toolkits, our own bags, and every time we meet up, you know, it's magic. So I just want to big shouts out to FlipABeatClub, and obviously things is happening. We you know, got the Toronto joint now, and that's just the beginning. But yeah, just big shouts out to Mons, Dibby, FlipABeat, everybody that's been a part of this this movement. You know, we're really doing something out here in Sacramento, and it's been great to be a part of it. Just a little piece to the puzzle, you know, and I'm excited to see what we can do. And yeah, without FlipABeatClub, I don't know, I would be having a lot more mental like beat blocks. Every time I go to a session, the first thing I want to do is go back home and cook. So that's just, you know, that's just what we do. We bring it to the table, and then and it's up from there. Peace.
This one here goes out to all my players out there, man. You know.
What up, it's your boy OhRicky. You know, I've been producing for a hot minute out here, and I've been producing with the FlipABeatClub for, more than a few months. And I do get asked, what is the FlipABeatClub? And I've been thinking about it, and in short, to me, it's a movement. You see, I feel like a lot of producers get really comfortable with just being, a hermit, and they be locking themselves up in their studio, making 5 beats a day or whatever, and that's dope, that's cool. But the FlipABeatClub gives a home to producers who are just willing to get uncomfortable. I used to be way too nervous and anxious to play my beats anywhere publicly. But since I've been with the team, I've been rocking live sets, I've done pop-ups, I've even hosted my own producer events, all under the banner of the FlipABeatClub. And I gotta give it up to Monsrock and Dibia because they've been fostering this family and giving producers an outlet. The FlipABeatClub is a family that you never really knew you had, and it's good beats, it's good energy, and it's just generally dope stuff all around. It's not a place or a building, it's a collective of dope individuals who want to see each other strive and prosper at the highest capacity, which is unheard of in today's music scene. Everybody got their own music, and that's dope, but out here, it's organic, it's a movement, it's a culture. See, for me, that's what the FlipABeatClub is. And this is OhRicky, and I really hope to see you out here, on the aux, maybe jumping on the mic. So check us out, man. You're going to keep hearing about us. You're going to see us in the Hip Hop Museum of Sacramento or something like that in like 10 years. So keep an ear out, watch the movement, man.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going? It's your boy Taquan, producer alias Sonic Assassin, and I'm at the FlipABeatClub people at the Beat House event in Oakland. Now, it was afterwards, I was rapping on people's beats outside, bwhit, Dibia, and Mons, like, it was crazy. So then they told me about FlipABeatClub, Telly was there too, and so I rolled up, next chance I got, and you know, the producer side of me was like, yes, bro, I get to go and chill with a whole bunch of producers and cook stuff. And at the same time I rap, you know what I mean? So connecting with different individuals on a creative tip is very fun. And that's, I mean, my creative flow changed because homie from school actually put me on Koala. So when I got around them, then I realized what Koala was actually for. About samplers and all this stuff, like, so it changed how I made beats, because I said, whoa, such a more physical motion process, you know, like playing the beats in and things like that, like, so it kind of took me away from where I was, the realm that I was in a good way, you know what I mean? And everybody's growing and doing their thing, so it's just dope, you know, and we gonna continue to push, man. FABC going global, man. I'm trying to say, that's our goal, you know. Everybody get their shine, get their work in, and get what they deserve and benefit from that. You know, as a group, we gotta make sure that happens. You know, there's a lot of talent out here, but good-heartedness, you know, is the key thing, you know. So let's get it. FABC squad, FABC fam, let's go. Peace.
So, like I told y'all, man, that was Taquan, that's OhRicky, that's Delaolla, Inkwellblack, Roboplex, bwhit, Ultraboy, Bap Notes, man, VatoTrampa, Mons Rock, man, and the homie Dibia. Yeah, man, so yeah, man, tap into everything that FABC is doing. I'm going to leave every link in the description to what they're doing, and then we're going to go into a little medley of every episode, every beat tape that they put out on Bandcamp, 1 through 8. So y'all stay tuned, man. Appreciate y'all, man. See y'all next week.
From the bodega cat to the smell of bacon in the air. Typical New York bodega. But inside those doors, the wildest food fantasies come to life.
You want a bacon, egg, and cheese?
FlipABeatClub Volume 7. FlipABeatClub.
Plugged into the Rec Show podcast with Golden Mind.
These lights represent every living person on the planet. The white lights are humans. And these are the mutants.
They tell like younger kids or other producers like that's cheating. You can't really accept it, but bro, like when it comes to this producing shit, you can do whatever you want.
You've been listening to the Rec Show podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Remember 3 things: believe in your music, take care of your mentals, become the best version of yourself. Until the next one, Golden Mind signing off. Peace and love, yo.
To be the best, you got to work overtime. To be the best, you got to work overtime.
These young boys getting better. This is not like the NBA where you can retire. Like this is, you have to keep going.